Dr. Fauci.
Hey everybody, it's the Garbagemice podcast, the sister podcast to the Trashrats. We just started recording. We don't know what to say, but we're gonna say stuff for an hour now. How is everybody doing today?
Yeah.
I'm sick of waiting. That's all I can say. I think I'm paying too much a month for less than one episode a month. You know.
Yeah.
Between me and you,
I don't know.
if you cancel your Patreon subscription, they won't even notice. I've had my Patreon subscription canceled for a while. I got back on it. I just had it canceled. Nobody kicked me out. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm on Rusty Cages and this Discord on two different accounts.
Yeah.
But I'm not. But I'm only on. I'm only paying on one Patreon.
Yeah, I think we're being scammed by them not doing anything at all. Like they're not even releasing
I think
content.
at this rate,
they're not even releasing content.
We're gonna have 50 episodes before they do. We're gonna get Tim Pool on. We're gonna get Tim Pool.
Hey, we are Tim Pool for 50. Let's go. We're gonna get
Tim Pool at 50.
I think we should invite what's his name, Rusty's neighbor.
Rusty's neighbor.
Trashrat. We should invite Trashrat.
I forgot it. Frizz. Yeah. No, not Trashrat. The Asian dude. No, it's the Asian dude. The one that no one cares about.
The one no one cares about.
On the Saudi podcast.
Emplemon.
Yeah, Emplemon. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Emplemon.
YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, we might get that done. Yeah, you think he'll come? I think he'll come.
I think he'll come.
Yeah, he's that type of guy.
Emplemon for episode 2 and Tim Pool for episode 50.
Egg White for episode 3. Biggs for episode 4.
Chris Wilson, episode 5.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Joe Rogan for episode 6. Anthony Fauci for episode 7. Hey, we're all.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably should have put together like a list of things to actually talk about.
Hey man, we got all the Trashrats like Discord to talk about. We can ask. Let's go to the Patreon questions on the Trashrats.
Yeah, let's answer their questions. You're right.
Okay, so. Question from Sir Red Edge. It says the N-bomb day 18.
Well, that is a good question. There's not much to say about that, but you basically answered yourself. Like that is a question and that is the answer. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. How about Cole Williams?
Yes.
He says artillery. Shut the fuck up, stupid N-bomb. Your shitty copy pasta isn't going to take off. Personally, I think my shitty copy pasta is great. I think more people should use it. I think Cole Williams is wrong and is a fucking idiot. But hey, that's just me. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think?
I think when we make it and we're big and we have Dr. Fauci on here, he'll vouch for us.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. So, one last question from 220p. The hosts are N-bombs. Day 19.
Day 19.
Yeah.
Can we get a day 20?
Let me see. Day 20. On day 20, we have Cole Williams and Sir Red Edge both saying N-bombs. Amazing. Looks like the racism is growing, guys. So, which brings us to our next topic. How do we stop racism, guys? It's a very important issue that predominantly affects everybody except white people. They are not affected by racism. Every other race, though, Asians, blacks, not whites, they're all affected by it. How do we stop that?
All I'm saying, we need the blessing of St. Floyd, and we need to long Floyd coin. Floyd coin is going to reach 1364 within the next year. I can feel it.
Yeah. Floyd coin, and I think the government should distribute fentanyl for everybody because he seemed very seemed like he reached Nirvana. Maybe that's a secret. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, good point.
This way we fight the patriarchy. This way we fight the cops. We destroy. You see, this is how we defund the police: is by making everybody a crack addict. Now, this fixes everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but how about Asian hates, guys? How do we stop Asian hates? How do we stop Chris and Tim Pool from getting yelled at by like white rappers?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's always gonna. I think that's always gonna be there. You know, it's a necessity, I would say.
It is just the sad fact of being a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, when was the last time they actually put out an episode? I'm gonna check their channel.
Yes. How long has it been? Hold on.
I believe
I think it
December
was
24th.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Christmas special, man.
Amazing.
That's a pretty steep decline.
So do we have to wait for like the next national holiday for them to upload? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna get a White Pride episode on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That.
I think so.
So.
I do miss the show a bit because they are like there aren't a whole lot of people on YouTube that I can stomach to watch anymore just because I've been on it for so long. But I think that the three hosts like they are genuinely talented in terms of like entertaining and all that. So it is a bit of a disappointment that they're not uploading anymore.
Think about it.
Yeah, I agree. I watched them all individually. You know,
the thing.
They're all great.
Reactor has his own individual channel. That's great. Mumkey Jones made amazing content back in the day. I know why he stopped. I know why he's declined. It's pretty depressing to have your whole fucking channel terminated. But I do miss his content and I do enjoy his takes. And Rusty Cage is a really talented video maker and an artist. And they're all just not making anything anymore. I don't know why. Maybe Rusty is still pretty successful. I mean. So.
Oh yeah.
I just really miss these guys. You know. It seems like all the good creators just stop making videos, stop making content.
Yeah. I guess Rusty Cage has been uploading to Twitch more often than YouTube.
Oh really?
I think he's making the full switch. I'd say this year.
If he's not wearing a bikini, I don't care. If you're on Twitch, you should wear a bikini.
I agree.
I want a Rusty Cage hot tub stream right now.
Yeah. Hold on, is he live? Let's see. Is this guy live? Twitch.tv. Where does he even stream?
I don't know. Nothing important.
Yeah, I have no
Him
idea.
watching TV is the last thing I watched.
Amazing. He's talented. Talented indeed. Any updates on the comics? What do you guys think of his comics?
I have not read them yet.
I read the first two and they are pretty good. I like them.
How do they stand up to Stan Lee's comics?
Oh, bro,
think?
Marvel 100% better. I love Spider-Man, Captain America. I really love it when the good guys beat up the bad guys. It is just great. It is the only thing worth telling a story for. Just good guys beat bad guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just never really got into comics, so it's not something I ever really cared about, or the like superhero movies or anything like that. But I can see the appeal in them because they are like decently well made. Like the production value and the budget is high, of course. So.
I never really bothered with comics. The only one I actually really got into was Rusty Cage's comic, and then he just shut it down. It's just.
He's probably still working on it. I would assume.
He didn't shut it down, but the updates stopped as well. Like, what's he doing anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Like, these guys.
He's swimming in his pool of money that he, his revenue off the comic books.
Yeah.
Made enough. He's retired.
He's retired. Yeah,
he
retired at 30.
He just stops making the comic. Like he's mid production of it, and he just stops.
Just gets bored, moves to something else, gets bored of music. Now becomes a Twitch thought. Great.
Yeah. I wonder if there are any news things that we could take a look at in the news article submissions.
Here's a big one. What about Ukraine? Everyone's heard about that.
Oh yes, Ukraine. I think we should invade Russia. I think the United States should invade Russia, and they should drone strike their civilians.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like of course, I'd be there. I'm I'm an active duty Marine.
Oh,
So
nice.
fuck reactor. Army's kind of weak.
That's cool.
I'm sorry.
Hey, as long as you're giving your body as our great Lord and Savior reactor as he did for his country, I respect that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we should invade Russia. I think we should annex Ukraine before Russia does. Maybe take down China. You know, there's too many Asians, like you said.
Man, there's so many of them. There's so many
We can
Chinese
take over
people.
Ukraine if they're gonna pay taxes. That's the condition.
No, but here's the
I
thing
don't know
about
if we
China.
can do
There's so many Chinese people out there. Would anyone really care if we nuke a couple of them? Like, just nuke a couple of cities. Will anybody care? It's like there's so many of them. They got enough, you know? They got enough. Just kill like 100,000 of them. Who cares? You still got 2 billion.
They've got like 1 trillion people. They'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So we should nuke China. We should annex Ukraine and invade Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and it should all be done under Joe Biden's command, because
I think so. Yes.
he is an amazing military strategist. He has never failed his countrymen. Honestly, like, why is Joe Biden not liked enough? You know, we should definitely add more votes to that tally. You know, I'm pretty sure he was missing a couple.
Yeah. I think I think we should add him to the statue of his face to Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. We should give him a third term.
Yeah,
Joe
I think
Biden
so. Yeah.
for the next 12 years. How about that?
Yeah.
I think we should get him in this Discord. We should do an interview.
Joe Biden for 60.
Yeah. And I think the running mate should be, what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh!
No.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Savvy businesswoman. I see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's been rich before, so. And she survived prison, so, you know.
Oh yeah.
She knows the best thing to do.
Yeah, we should. Ghislaine Maxwell, as soon as she gets out of prison, she should start a YouTube channel and advertise it as "What it's like in federal prison for a woman child sex trafficker," and that should be her entire fucking YouTube catalog. Like, how to survive prison as a pedophile. That'll be an interesting series.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I would watch it too. Fuck Ghislaine.
We should have her on the podcast.
Ghislaine Maxwell for episode 500. Is that when her release is?
Yeah, she should be out by then.
Yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell for 500.
Now, how long is her sentence, actually? Oh, yeah.
Was she sentenced?
Live?
I don't remember her sentencing.
Let me search it up.
I don't know how public any of that stuff was. I didn't really keep up with it.
Oh yeah, a judge just shut it all down. Like,
Yeah, we didn't keep up with it because the news never broadcasted it or anything. Or, like, covered it.
Yeah, no, people just kind of forgot about that.
oh, she's gonna be sentenced in June. Great, guys. So for all we know, she could just get away with a fine. You know, that would be great. We can have her out by. We can have her out by like what? Episode 40. Ghislaine Maxwell for 40.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So guys,
Yeah,
do you
that'd be a
want to
fun
start
time.
conspiracy theory talk?
Oh, of course.
Sure.
It's my favorite.
Okay. So Redstone, what is
Yeah.
a conspiracy theory you believe in, and you come back with evidence right now, right this very minute?
Oh god, let me think back. I don't know. There are like a lot of, it's like so-called conspiracy theories, like things that would be called conspiracies that are to some people just common knowledge. But I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I don't know any at the top of my head either. But
I mean,
No,
we can go back recently in time. There, I don't know. Could you consider believing that the election was fraudulent? Could you consider that to even be a conspiracy theory? Because even the people who rigged it have just admitted it by now that they did it.
Yeah. So
Like,
I think
Like,
that's
it,
less
it
of a-
feels like everything that was a conspiracy theory a couple years ago, like going back to like maybe 2017, is just now common knowledge.
Yeah. How about 9/11 conspiracy theories? You guys got any?
I know that there was a picture, or it was a painting that I believe it was I think it was Epstein that had this painting like in one of his houses of George Bush like sitting on his floor in his house throwing paper airplanes at a bunch of Jenga blocks. And it's been questioned for a long time why he owned that painting.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I thought that one was manipulated. I thought that was fake. I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's fake or not. That's just something I saw.
Have you ever guys heard of the bunch of Israelis that were found dancing in New York City? Like, they were filming the Twin Towers collapsing, and they were like dancing and singing and high-fiving. It's like, yeah, guys! Yeah! And
well, I mean, I would too. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime event that you're watching. I'd be very glad.
It's like amazing fireworks, man. Like, holy crap. I wish I was there on 9/11. I would have celebrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that must have actually been like crazy to be in the city at the time, because I know there was a news segment of Trump talking about how he could see the buildings falling from the top of his like his penthouse in the Trump Tower. It's like that must be like a once in a lifetime type of thing to live through.
I mean, if they really wanted, they can do it a second time, I guess. If they really liked it.
Yeah, it can't be that hard.
I guess that's what the second tower being hit was. I think people thought that the first tower getting hit was so cool that they decided to hit the second one, and then hit the Pentagon.
Yeah.
But the Pentagon.
I am gonna be flying later this week, so I mean, check the news. You can see what happens.
I mean, good luck, man. Good luck. All I'm gonna say
yeah,
just film it, just stream it, okay? Stream it. It needs to be documented.
I'll do it on Twitch. It'll be
Twitch.tv.
I'll tag it under like a flight simulator game.
World Trade Center deconstruction speedrun, any percent. So now that we're off of conspiracy theory talk, let's go back to news article submissions. See some Trashrat news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's gotta be some good shit.
Trucks carrying 100 monkeys crashed in Pennsylvania, and now some are missing. Let's see what this is about. Okay, now I gotta click double links to get to the news article. A truck carrying about 100 monkeys was involved in the crash Friday in Pennsylvania. State police said as authorities searched that at least 3 of the monkeys that appeared to have escaped the vehicle. The truck carrying the animals crashed with a dump truck in the afternoon in Montour County, Pennsylvania. State Police Trooper Andrea truck has blown away to a lab. Okay, so a bunch of lab monkeys escaped.
Lab monkeys.
What do you guys think of that?
I think it'll just be like a bunch of Simmy and Jimmys, a bunch of Monkey Jones running around. If they're lab monkeys, they're probably like genetically modified to be like, hella smart, you know?
Yeah. You think they'll collab with Simmy and Jimmy? You know, they'll make an episode exposing Simmy and Jimmy. He's actually
I think they'll assassinate him.
Yeah. What if they replaced him a long time ago? We just never noticed.
Simmy and Jimmy replacement theory?
Oh yeah, when was this?
This was like January 22nd. That was about half a month ago.
And when was the last time he uploaded?
Oh.
Okay, now we're on to something.
Oh, is that why the Trashrats is not uploaded?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's hiding. He knows he's been caught. He knows he's been found.
He uploaded 10 days ago.
Oh,
maybe that's not him in the video.
Maybe that was pre-recorded. So
yeah, it was probably pre-recorded. Yeah.
You guys ever heard of
the monkeys?
You ever watched Boomer vs. Zoomer?
Oh god, a long time ago, yeah.
I have not.
Yeah, that was
that was a couple of years ago at least. Yeah.
Yeah, that podcast was like him and Asterios Kokinos, was that his name?
That was him, yeah.
Yeah, and they would just talk about comedy stuff. And that was one of the predecessors of like Sodi and Trashrats in my like mind. maybe it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But Simi and Jimmy has done a lot of fucking podcasts, man.
He has, yeah.
Yeah, that guy never knows when to shut up and just start making videos.
Yeah, I agree. I've never watched that myself. Maybe I should. Is it still going, or what's up?
Oh no,
No,
it ended
it's
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Nah.
Speaking of Simi and Jimmy, you guys remember the Wheel of Cursed Meals 4? How fucking Eggy Egg White just cucked both of him and Biggs? Just completely fucking cucked them.
Yeah. That was a great video. I always look forward to those.
How can they even top that? Like, he just ate everything they gave him. Dude never quits.
Dude, the Wheel of Punishment is like a golden video. Like that, I was dying laughing the entire time I watched that. They had like Emp Lemon go to McDonald's dressed in a pickle suit.
Picklery.
They have like Monkey just like breaking his fingers in mouse traps. Like that was a crazy video. It was so good.
Man, why did they stop making those? Like, can always.
Because one of them got arrested.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's a guest on that? Wasn't it? He got arrested.
Yeah, I remember. But like, you still have like Mumkey, Rusty, Emp Lemon. Like, you can just bring another guy instead. It's gonna be the same series, just with a different guy who's not as autistic. Yeah, Asperger's.
Yeah, but it's gonna end up being the same thing because Rusty's too pussy to do anything. Monkey is gonna do everything. What?
They should do Cheater versus Beater. I really would love to see that podcast. Just Monkey and Asperger.
What is that?
Yeah.
You never heard of the concept? When Monkey was like having his "This is Breaking Bad" like time period. Like, I'm just like my guy Heisenberg. Heisenberg is literally me, guys. When he was having that kind of mental breakdown, he started talking shit about Asperger and saying, "Oh, we should start a podcast and call it Cheater versus Beater."
Right.
I didn't know that he actually proposed that.
I think he did. Cheater versus Beater, and I want to see that shit.
No, I don't think that should be a podcast. I think that should be an episode. For us. We should invite them both on. We'll invite them both on without telling them that.
I like your thinking. No, I was thinking maybe they should do Wheel of Punishment, Cheater versus Beater edition, and it's both of them 5 years later, just completely jaded, and they just it's like the loser gets tased in the balls or something, and they both want the other person to be tased in the balls. So
I think the loser should get arrested.
Did Brandon actually like is he in jail right now, or is he in prison, or what happened to him?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard about him since.
I think he was out with a restraining order against his ex, but like that's it. He can live his life.
Yeah, I would guess that he like got bail or something. I don't know.
Yeah, poor bastard, man. Fucking drunk Asperger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck his wife. Who gives a shit about his girlfriend? I want the funny guy. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he was a star of the show. He was
yeah, exactly.
A highlight.
Yeah, who cares about a little bit of domestic violence here, a little bit of like wife beating there? Who gives a shit? We got pedophiles running the government. He's all right by my book, He's not that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
We need someone to put women in their place every once in a while. So.
Exactly what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
we should invite him on for like episode 2.
Hey, maybe he would fucking do it. I don't know. he would just come here.
He's probably fallen off pretty hard, so.
Starts cucking Monkey on his own sub podcast that he doesn't even have any involvement in. That would be great. I'll try to get it done.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to start planning out future episodes because right now we're just pulling shit out of our ass, but
Shit, the thing is, I had a topic in mind 5 seconds ago, but I forgot what it was once we started talking about bringing Asperger on. shit, I wanted to. I don't know. You guys got any topics? You got anything you think about recently?
I was gonna write a bunch of stuff down before we started.
Wait, hold on. I want to ask you guys a question.
I forgot.
What's your favorite war crime?
My favorite war crime?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. What was discussed at the Geneva Conventions?
Use of a Red Cross. That's a good one. Using a Red Cross.
I think more people need to be nuked. I think we have too many people around. There are a couple places that could just go.
So
like we don't really need I don't know. We don't really need Ukraine. Like if we take over, we're not going to be able to get them to pay taxes. So why not just get rid of them?
Didn't Ukraine already nuke itself?
I think we need a rape of Ukraine. Rape of Ukraine. That sounds a lot better than rape of Nanking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about victim-initiated war landmines? That's a war crime. Wait, what are you fucking watching? Who the fuck is screaming over there?
My bad. I have roommates.
Oh yeah, they're having a fight while they're recording a show.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're just boxing in the background.
Hey, if someone gets stabbed, let us know. What the fuck happened to the boxing match between Rusty and Mumkey?
Yeah, I never saw the footage for that. Yeah, it has.
Seems like it's just not gonna ever exist.
Yeah, because Rusty's pulling a fucking government and hiding the footage. He doesn't want us to see the loss.
I feel like we could recreate the footage. We could just show up at Rusty's house and
just beat him up.
We all wear GoPros and we just start fighting. Like we just run in swinging.
Wouldn't he pull
hold his cat hostage?
Wouldn't he pull that out? I feel like Rusty's a dirty player. Yeah. He always keeps a knife handy.
Yeah.
But
in the knife game.
We're prepared for that. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I have access to like military grade weapons.
So you mean shit grade weapons? Because military grade just means the cheapest the military could afford.
Oh yeah, that's true. But Rusty can't afford anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he can never sell any comics if he never puts any out. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just doesn't.
I mean, his comics are free online, PDFs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I subscribed to his Patreon and then nothing happened.
Yeah, so nothing. He's not really profiting anything.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think of the fucking crypto market? You guys think I should invest into Asscoin?
Asscoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a coin.
I think so. Yeah.
Coin with an ass for a picture. Like that's.
I haven't heard of it, but I think I like the sound of it.
Yeah, you think it's got long-term growth potential?
Yeah, I think that ass is gonna grow. It's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Like one day that ass will be worth, yeah,
it's just
more than Bitcoin.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. It's I should buy some ass NFTs as well.
I actually do day trade crypto full time, and it really sucks. I don't recommend that anyone do it, and I want to stop doing it.
Yeah, I heard.
It's very stressful.
I heard about Mumkey buying like a couple $1,000s worth of Dogecoin when it was at 18, but because he said it was low, and now it's at like 13.
Oh,
yeah, stuff like that just kind of happens.
Yeah, it's fucking crypto. It's amazing to me that every week now there's a new video. It's like, hey, this influencer lied to his subscribers and sold them a Bitcoin that he later rugged and took all the money. And it's like, well, good, wow, so shocking.
Yeah, that's what happens when you just start putting your money into things. Like if you don't understand what crypto actually is, you probably shouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
Like I have a loose understanding of how crypto works, but I mean I mostly just do short-term things, so I don't really need to know.
Yeah, fair enough. Still, it sounds horrible. It sounds like so fucking boring.
Oh, it is. Yeah, there are coins. If you go on CoinMarketCap, which is like an index of a lot of the major coins, you can see the top gainers and the top losers of every day, and it's pretty common to just see a coin go from like, whatever, to losing 99% of its value in one day. It's like yeah, that's just how it is. You get wrecked when you just start buying random things.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Shiba? Is that still a thing?
Probably crashed and burned and took everybody's money and left.
I don't know.
Sounds fun.
I can look it up right now.
Yeah.
Shiba. There's Bit Shiba. There's just Shiba. I think that's what it is. It's tanked since its peak.
Oh, well. I remember when everyone was talking about that.
Remember when there were fucking ads like, hey, you missed Doge, but buy Shiba. Like, who gives a shit, man? You have to be a complete retard to have fallen for Shiba. If you lost all your life savings on Shiba, if you're like a 90-year-old pensioner who put $2 million of all your life's worth of like your kid's college fund or whatever, and you lost that on Shiba, you're a fucking idiot. I have no sympathy.
Yeah, they had it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it really is a problem with a lot of these cryptos that, like, a good percentage of the market cap of these coins, they're all owned by either one person or like a small group of people. And so when the value of their stuff goes up, they're just going to sell it. Like they made their money and they don't care about the project anymore. So that was their goal from the start. Like in a market like this, anyone that's creating a cryptocurrency now is not doing it because they actually care about the technology or the future of it. They're trying to do a pump and dump and make money. I think that's a good rule of thumb for someone who's new to investing, is don't buy a coin that isn't at least 5 years old. And that's even still pretty young.
Yeah, it's just fucking... It's just a depressing, like, byproduct of our current environment. I feel like everybody nowadays is just losing their fucking mind. No morals, no control of money, no nothing. They put their money wherever some random YouTuber tells them, hey, this will make a lot of money, and then they get rugged. People nowadays are fucking stupid.
I think if parents played a bigger role in the lives of their kids, that would happen less.
Yeah.
Because the view that I hold is that if you're a parent and your kid doesn't respect you, then they're gonna fill someone's malding. They're gonna fill that void with something else, and nowadays that just tends to be internet personalities. Like they'll just eat up every word that this person has to say because they're desperate for guidance in some capacity.
You know what this reminds me of? Nowadays, you talk to anybody around 20, like, especially in the area I'm in, like 17 to 25. This age group is fucking obsessed with psychedelic mushrooms and fucking DMT, acid, all these, psychoactive drugs. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, why don't you just do something productive with your time? They just take a bunch of mushrooms. They're like, yo, bro, I see some pretty colors. Pretty, like, whoa, I changed my perspective on myself. How about you go have some actual life-changing experience? Meet people, Is it just me, or...
Yeah, no, I live...
Right, I'd rather see them murder people. Builds a better person, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're fucking doing something at least, instead of sitting on a couch and seeing beautiful colors and then coming out of it like, wow, I am a changed person. My perspective on humanity completely shifted.
Yeah, no, I unfortunately live in Southern California, so I see that, like, it's just common here. Like, I want to leave this state, but yeah, like I know a lot of people that are, like, they're successful despite their recreational drug use or whatever. So I don't think it's a huge problem. The issue that I have is that a lot of young people don't fear drugs in the way that they should. Like I had no desire at all to experiment with drugs like when I was a teenager, and I still don't now in my early 20s. And it's because I do have like somewhat of a fear of trying these things because a lot of people get their lives ruined over them. And
Yeah.
especially, well, because I think with men, you finish developing when you're like 25, and I think before then, I'm definitely not gonna do anything because I don't want to mess up my development. I think that's something that a lot of young people just don't really care about when they really should.
Yeah. I fucked up when I was a teenager up to like 20s. Like I'm still 20, like early 20s as well. And I smoked a bunch of weed. I like drank a bunch of alcohol, but I really regret all of that. I don't feel like it's made me dumber. I just realized that it could have unintended effects before I finished developing, and now it's like, oh shit. Let's hope. Let's hope it just passes through. You know. Let's hope nothing really major happens to my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely. And then when I see people my age being like, "Bro, you won't believe how," and it's the problem is these types of people always have something wrong with them. They always act like they're the fucking victims of their lives. I had one kid tell me he had PTSD because his because his girlfriend's father, when he was a teenager, caught them having sex, and he has PTSD from that. He's getting flashbacks, and I'm just,
boo-hoo.
yeah, like, whoa, bro, like I'm not the right person to tell this to.
Yeah,
That's
another thing that I've noticed is there are a lot of people that just assume that everyone around them cares about what's going on in their life. It's like, man, we all have things going on. I don't really want to hear about your hardship. And I think that's true for most people. It's like no one really cares what's going on with you.
Yeah,
the thing
absolutely.
about me is I care about people's hardships, but my problem is people make it too much, you know? If you come to me and you're like, "Hey bro, I just had a shitty day, like this and that happened." I'll be like, "You know what, bro? I understand. I've had something like that happen to me before." But nowadays people come to me and they're like, "Yo bro, like I had this horrible thing happen to me. I can't take it anymore." And they just had like a fucking wrong order at a Starbucks or something. Like, "Bro, it's not that bad. Get over it." People nowadays just don't get over their problems. They just wait for everybody else to fix it for them. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think mostly, yeah.
Yeah, that's my main problem, really.
Yeah, that was basically how everyone was. Where I was growing up. You know, that shit was annoying.
Yeah.
I
What are
think
you guys' opinion on the Syrian civil war?
serious.
I don't know anything about it.
I know nothing about that.
I think we should annex Syria.
We should annex the whole fucking world. Why don't we? Might as
Yeah.
well at this point, right? Largest military, highest military budget. What are they gonna do about it? You know?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
can they do about it?
Yeah, we should start taking over parts of the world that we could actually use. Like we should take over like some small like country, and then we should just send like all of our criminals over there. Instead of spending our tax dollars keeping these people in prisons, let's just send them all to like I don't know, somewhere in Africa.
Just annex Australia again and do that. I think they'll be thankful. Australia sucks.
Yeah.
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 Australia is like 90% uninhabitable or something crazy.
Yeah, isn't it where they used to
Going
send
to Australia
prisoners?
is I don't know.
Yeah, it is. 'Cause
Yeah. I think we should do that again.
Yeah, exactly. We just annex Australia again, send them to a little like island by the sea where nobody gives a shit about them, and just don't let them escape. It's like easy. Committed mass murdered molestation. Well, just get sent to Australia, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Then we
That
we
way,
might end up
like,
just
there's a
kinda
prison break.
stuck.
You know, they're stuck on an island.
Yeah, exactly. What are they gonna do? Raft away? Where to? New Zealand. Ah, great. More criminals. Annex.
And unlucky.
Yeah, annex both New Zealand and Australia. See how they fare.
I don't know. New Zealand is one of those places that we can just kind of get rid of it. We can just Like,
here's the thing about New Zealand.
Send a nuke
we can
in the
artificially
general direction.
No, you don't even have to do that. Just send one airplane carrying a nuke over New Zealand, and just let it fly by a couple of times. They'll surrender in like 5 minutes, because one nuke will just delete all of New Zealand. It won't exist anymore.
No, there are definitely, like, if the United States and Russia did continue to develop their like nuclear bomb technology, then there are definitely bombs that exist that could probably just wipe out New Zealand in one go.
Yeah. Fuck, have you ever heard of the Tsar bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a couple decades ago. It's probably something bigger now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 50 years ago, and that bomb was big enough that if you had dropped it in the center of Japan, it would have gone from coast to coast. Like, nice. It was like unbelievable.
How about we do that again? You know, maybe we'll get.
Yeah, I heard the sound. I heard the sound waves wrapped around the entire Earth 2 times, or something like that.
I think the funniest part of that bomb test, like the largest one that was ever detonated, is that there was like a village like a couple 100 miles away from where they did it, and all of the windows in the village shattered all at once.
Bro, imagine being some fucking poor villager in Siberia.
Like, you're living in Russia on like some cold, desolate island, and all of your windows just shatter out of nowhere one day.
I would be so pissed, but I wouldn't be able to say anything. Man, that's horrible. Poor fucking Russians.
Like, what can you do?
Man, Russians have Russians have the shit end of the stick.
Find Putin. Yeah, no, Russians really are in a bad state right now.
Not right now. For all of their fucking history. Like,
yeah, when have they ever not been?
Yeah. Usually with every country you get like a bad period, then a period where people get stronger and they're good, but Russians just don't get good. They just keep getting like bad and bad. Poor
I don't know, like,
Russians.
if you're a Russian, like, how do you move up in the world if you're a Russian? It's like every like piece of like photography or like video that comes out of Russia, it's like everyone's driving like a car that's from like the 40s, and they're like driving around in the snow, skidding out of control, and like the buildings are from like the Soviet era. It's like, what do you do if you're born in Russia? Like, if you woke up in Russia tomorrow, what would you do?
I would fucking kill myself. That's what I would do.
I figured out to do that too.
What's Russian cuisine? What do Russians eat? Potatoes?
I would probably start off by...
they go hunt their own food.
Drinking... I would drink a handle of vodka for breakfast, and then I would just go about my day, see what happens.
Well, I think that's what Russians do to begin with. So you're already assimilating to Russian culture pretty well.
Yeah, I would make an attempt to assimilate. I would practice my sukas. I'd practice my blitz. I would do it in the mirror every day.
Just standing in the mirror, talking to yourself. Blit! Blit! Blit!
Blit!
Till you get it right.
And then
you guys heard about the story of the dude that joined the Russian mafia?
Who?
No.
There's this dude, right? He was in college. This Russian class made him go to Russia for a month.
Yeah.
And he accidentally joined the mafia.
Accidentally, sure.
Yeah, accidentally. Sure. Yeah.
He
didn't know how. Yeah, he didn't know how to speak Russian. He goes up to a couple of them and he's like, "I'm the fucking machine," and they're like, "All right, he's a fucking machine," and they drink with him. And they rob a train with him and shit.
Accidentally, they accidentally robbed a train.
He accidentally robbed a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this guy was there on business.
Bro, I just drank a little vodka, okay? I'm not that drunk. I'm not that fucking drunk. Just goes and robs a fucking train, joins the Russian mafia, wakes up with 8 tattoos. Like, 2 ears.
I only had one handle of vodka.
Yeah. He wakes up, and he's like, "Oh, blitz."
Mondays.
Yeah.
What can you do?
What can you do, right? Sometimes you just, get too fucked up and you join organized crime.
And one
What's
day
the moral of the story here? Don't do drunks.
Yeah,
I thought the moral was to join the mafia.
You're in Russia.
So you want to join the mafia? You admit that? Okay.
The Russian one, yeah. That's only if I wake up in Russia tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know how intertwined is the mafia with the government in Russia. So that determines whether or not I want to join them.
Isn't Putin?
Well, I heard they basically ran the country.
Yeah, like Putin is the Russian mafia.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll have a direct line to Putin. I can have him subsidize Adidas so that I can get track pant for really cheap.
Exactly. But you have to wait in line at the Russian mafia Adidas line. While they hand you a government-issued Adidas tracksuit.
Yeah, it's got like my yellow star on it and everything.
But it's not even the right brand of Adidas. It's a bootleg Adidas that's got 4 stripes.
It's got 4 stripes.
Yeah, that's Adidas.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
Bro moment.
I have this weird thing about me where I want to say I want to buy a Swiss Army knife. Before I buy the Swiss Army knife, I have to buy 2 shitty knockoff Swiss Army knives that aren't sharp and they're really shit, and then I buy a Swiss Army knife. So, do you guys have any like experience with bootleg shit, or is it just me being autistic?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get bootleg things. I'm just gonna stick with the bootleg shit.
Well, I guess you're right.
There's no point in buying the fucking real thing if you're gonna buy the bootleg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some things can be bootlegged and they're like basically the same. Like I got a bunch of fake like designer clothing in LA a while ago and it was dirt cheap and it's nearly identical. Because it was probably made in like some prison somewhere or they specialize in that.
It was probably made in the same factory, just, off hours. Because designer clothing is already a ripoff. Fuck that.
Yeah. And I know a lot of designer stuff does get leaked from like Chinese factories because there is like it's just an aspect of the culture in China where if you work at a factory you can just go to your boss and pay him like pennies on the dollar to just take pallets worth of product and he'll just be fine with it.
Yeah, see, this is another argument for nuking China. No work ethic. A couple of nukes will set it in line. Look at what it did to the Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. We got anime out of that, so I don't know how successful that turned out.
I mean, hey, see, that's...
I think the radiation is still lingering around, because they're kind of messed up over there.
Yeah, fair point. See, this is why this is why we should drop the Tsar Bomba. Coast to coast. It'll just completely rewrite their genetics. Make them actually not, cringe.
The Chinese?
No, the Japanese.
Oh, the Japanese?
Yeah, another nuke will fix it.
I agree.
You turn it off and on again. That's how you fix your computer. That's how you fix the Japanese. That's how you fix anime.
Yeah, easy clap. No more anime.
What kind of movies do you guys watch?
Let's see. The most recent one I watched was The Joker, the one from like 2 or 3 years ago. Cause I just hadn't seen it.
Nice. You ever watched Taxi?
No, I haven't. That's on my list of things I want to watch. But I watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man last night. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, so
I fell asleep. Yeah.
Man,
those ones are pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. It's unique. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen like the second or the third of the originals in a while, but I did see like the first ever Spider-Man movie, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I saw that like a couple months ago. I really liked it. A lot of those like older movies are pretty good.
They should just stop making new movies. I think we have enough movies, really. Because now most people just don't watch old movies, and they just watch the new stuff, which is shit.
Right. Yeah, all of the entertainment coming out nowadays is not good, and I'm convinced that like game studios and movie studios are just no longer capable of making anything good.
Capable of making? I see your point. I struggle not I struggle to argue against it when I see all the shit that's being made nowadays, and it's all just downhill from what was being made 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think more independent content, like I don't know, YouTube for example, is definitely going to be the way of the future if like the large budget, you know, industry of movies and games doesn't turn around pretty quickly.
But how are you gonna make independent, like... I was gonna say independent games, but that kind of answers itself, doesn't it? It's kind of a stupid question.
I was playing Cuckold Simulator, which is an independent game that you can get on Steam for like $2, and it was very funny.
Funniest shit I've ever played.
I
man.
enjoyed it pretty thoroughly.
So, never heard of it.
So, Cuckold Simulator is this game where, as the name implies, you play as this wagey cuck who goes back home every day to his obese wife and her lover Tyrone. And it's like kind of a visual novel style, but it's also got mini games. It's got a lot of Easter eggs. It's got the funniest fucking dialogue I've ever watched in my life, man. Everybody watching this podcast, go fucking buy Cuckold Simulator right now. Actually, whenever they released the Nintendo Snitch game, the Cuck Souls, I'm actually number 2 in the leaderboards for Cuck Souls. For the second person who ever beat Cuck Souls, second person who ever beat Cuck Souls without getting hit, and second person to beat Cuck Souls without ever rolling. So it's pretty fun challenge. And now they have
You're a real gamer.
Indeed. You know, they released another game, the studio. It's called... Hold on, let me pull that game
is it Tyrone versus the Cops?
Tyrone versus the Cop, yeah. Where you can get George Floyd's blessing as a perk.
You got St. Floyd's blessing.
Yes. Breathe easy with this blessing, my friend. Which...
game, and even though that game is... Like, it's somewhat poorly made, like, the graphics are, like, kind of scuffed. At least it's a massive breath of fresh air compared to... like the politically correct nature of all of the games that have come out in the past couple of years. Like this game speaks to something that is real. This game is realer than every other game that has come out in the past 5 years.
I'm telling you, man, it's got soul. It's got somebody who wanted to say something when making it, and so when he made it, he put out actual effort into it, and when he did, something beautiful came out because somebody was paying attention. Somebody made deliberate choices. It wasn't just an algorithm of, okay, what's the best next thing to add here. Every piece of dialogue is just hilarious. Because everything is leading up to a joke, and the jokes are always funny. It's... Oh man. You get gifted this game on Steam, and you think, oh, it's a fucking joke, somebody's messing with me. But then you play it for half an hour, and you're laughing your ass off.
It is worth the $2. If you get like all the DLC plus like the other game with the Tyrone versus the Cops, it's all like less than $5 for the entire thing, and it's very much worth it.
The only DLC we're buying is the COVID-19 mask because you don't want to spread the disease. Even in game, you want to keep wearing that mask, you know?
Yeah.
Stay home, save lives.
Yeah, I don't want everyone to see me make the soy pog face every time I arrive at the wage cage.
Indeed.
I just can't wait to wage away all day.
Yeah. The wage cage as well, that's a funny part of the game. And then, have you met the CEO of the game? Because it's still getting updates, and now they added like the CEO of Global Homo Corp.
I don't think I have yet, no.
Man, it is.
I've only played it for like a half an hour, so like I just got it recently.
Okay. Let's before we wrap up, we've got about 5-10 more minutes to record, so I'm just gonna read some the last few news articles, and then we're gonna see the Patreon questions. So, this is Yahoo News. The internet helped a Chinese teenager find the parents who sold him as a baby. When they rejected him, he took his own life. Okay, that's kind of depressing. You guys still want to read this article?
A lot of these news articles they're not... You can't really have much of a reaction to a lot of these. It's just like, wow, that's kind of sad.
It's kind of, yeah.
It's not. That kind of. There's nothing else to say about it.
It's like, holy shit. I know this kind of stuff happens, but I'm trying to make a comedy podcast here, okay? Can we just switch to the... Okay, let's see Patreon questions.
Grim
says
an
article.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah,
there is an article of DoorDash creating a Chicago fee in response to just Chicago being Chicago.
Honestly?
And I know someone who goes to a university in a very popular city, and there is like a pretty large fee if he ever does order food, just because the city is so bad that like it just is.
Man, but for
so
the
they just charge you more money for being there.
People who are already living in Chicago, like, they have to deal with living with Chicago. You don't have to make their lives any harder, you know?
Yeah,
that's just
I hope that I never set foot in Chicago ever in my life. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I hope it becomes the next war zone. More so than it already is, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we should send all the criminals to Chicago. Let them just be criminals there. Because already they don't try criminals, so whatever. It can be like their own little prison.
I don't know. All of the homeless people all get sent to California, because this is one of the only places in the country where they can sleep outside in the winter and not die. So I know that tons and tons and tons of homeless people have just been moving into the city that I live in, and it's been awful. Like I can't go out and like pick up food anymore.
Man.
Yeah, I can't even go out anymore without just people grubbing for money from me. It's awful.
Where I am, it's full of junkies on the trains, on the buses. One time I was sitting on the bus. At the back of the bus, and this junkie who's clearly, twitching, he's tweaking. He pulls out a fucking box cutter and starts playing with it. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. He's drinking from an open bottle on the bus. And I get up, and I want to move to the front of the bus, and the bus driver has this audio clip ready of please wear a mask while you're on the bus, because I took off my mask. I don't know what I was fucking doing, but it's like, fuck off! There's a junkie back here with a box cutter, and you're telling me to put on a mask.
And
the junkie doesn't have a mask as well. That's the best part. That's the icing.
Alright, that sounds a lot like, that sounds very liberal. It sounds very 2020 era.
Yeah. That's where we are, man. Anyways.
We're in clown world now.
Clown world. Fuck, marry, kill. Emperor Lemon, Tim Pool, Joe Biden.
Whoa. I'd marry Joe Biden for the benefits.
So who would you fuck? Tim Pool or Emperor Lemon?
Well, let's see.
And who would you kill?
Well, I've always wanted to fuck Reactor, so I think I'm gonna fuck Tim Pool.
And you're gonna kill Reactor?
That's the next best thing.
You're gonna kill a fellow serviceman in the Navy?
Oh wait, you said it. Oh, you said Tim Pool and Reactor? Oh shit, never mind. I'd fuck Reactor and.
Well,
I'd have to kill his brother.
Chris Pool, so it's Emperor Lemon and Tim Pool.
Oh yeah, Emperor Lemon. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Okay. I'd have to kill Amp Lemon and fuck Tim Pool.
Amazing. How about you?
I agree.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think my recording says that we are at an hour. So.
Are we at an hour?
This is mine
as well?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think we can conclude the episode.
Okay, Mice.
We're
Garbagemice.
The Garbagemice podcast.
That's a wrap.